everybody, it's Alyce-Kay Ruckelshaus from Threshold of Hineni and the Widow Ruckelshaus, and I have a new journal. If you watch my tutorials, then you've probably seen me building this journal. I think I was doing it like a few months ago. I got sidetracked. I had it almost complete, and then I got sidetracked because I had some orders to take care of, and then I just recently ran across, and I thought, I need to get that finished. So this is mostly made with the papers and stuff inside are mostly from Penny Whittemore's Autumn Garden digital kit, and I will include information below for how you can get a hold of that. There are some things from Nevermore. I think there's like 4 cards from Nevermore. And I think the rest of it is from Penny's kit. I tried to really stick with that. Of course, the lace and fabrics and stuff aren't. And so anyway, oh, I just realized I didn't put the little beads on this. So it'll have bead dangles on it here. Sorry about that. It is hand bound with twine, very strong twine. I've done several journals for myself with this, and it holds very nicely. It's very thick. The spine of the cover is rounded to accommodate that. And this is made with packing paper for the pages. I originally started to do this with the intention of it being a journal with prompts in it, kind of like a guided journal, but I decided not to put the prompts in. If you would like me to put prompts in, then I can do that, no extra charge. Or if you would like me to include the paper that I have with the prompts written on it so that you can put those wherever you want, and I'll give instructions for that. You can ask me to send that to you too, and that's again no extra charge. But I just thought that it was just really pretty as it was without the prompts, and so I went ahead and did it that way. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open it up. It's got a lace tie here, which I've sewn it so that the corners are pointed. It has a lot of sari silk throughout it, like Indian saris, like Indian women wear, and I'm gonna start selling that in my shop, and I'm not sure when I'm going to get around to getting it listed. So if you have certain colors that you want of sari silk or something, let me know, and I can just put together a special order for you in the meantime. Okay, so we'll go ahead and open this up. The front has this is a really soft flannel, and then it has burlap and lace, some more burlap, and then a star flower on here with beads, some ribbon, silky satiny ribbon, and a little heart charm that dangles, so that moves around. Okay. Oh gosh, you guys, I totally forgot also, I shouldn't be doing the flip through right now. I'm going to also attach probably 3 to 5 dangles, little charms on the side too. So those will just be a surprise. So I need to do these dangles and I need to do those dangles. We'll see if there's anything else that I've forgotten. I was just really excited because it's really pretty. Okay, so as you open it up, there is this card in the front. It says, "Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me." And then it's just like aged on the inside. It's a pocket, a side pocket. And so you can put all kinds of stuff in here. I've got this mainly in here just so that you don't forget that it's a pocket. Okay, and you can write on both sides. It's on coffee stained paper, but you can put a lot more in there. This pocket has a tassel on it right here, and then it has this little tablet of just a whole bunch of miscellaneous pages with one of my husband's buttons on it, and some of his yarn, and then some ribbon there. Lots of lace on the pages and elsewhere. There's some on the bottom here. This is a flip up, flip down. Okay, it has a pocket right here. I'm going to have to take this out for a second to open this one. This flips up quite a ways. Okay, and then closes, and there's a little tablet here which I have turned backwards so that when you have it closed, this will be on the front. It's got a little rosette on it. You can turn that around, and you can take the tablets and tags and stuff out. It might be too many for you, and you can use them for other things, or you can move them around within the journal. This is a Rita Donnelly Rita Donnelly flip. It's a pocket, and then you can open it up like this so that you can write on it. It's got this little tag here with some coffee stained paper that I did on a cookie cooling rack to make that little design back there. Some more of that cookie cooled stuff. This says, "With God, all things are possible." It's got some burlap up here at the top. And, oh, and then here's one of Lindsay Zehner's cards from Nevermore. It's like a little library card with a moth on it or a butterfly. So there's 4 of those throughout the book, and I may not remember to mention them. There's a belly band here with lace on it. And this is a paper bag, a lunch sack. It has on it here, it's got a Dear Julie, Julie flip-flop. Okay, so you can write all over this. And then it's got these little areas that you can write on. And a tab, a lace tab. And then lots of space that you can put tons of stuff in here. I've got a couple things in here for you right now. I've got this little notepad that has all kinds of paper in it. And then there's this tag that has the real fancy cuts on it. Okay, but there's room for loads of stuff in that. And then there's another Rita Donnelly flip right here. And this is a little card that has lined burgundy on the back. And it has the sari silk here on the top. This, one of Lindsay Zehner's library cards, and then another little note page that I made. And then this is a little button flower that Carol Tinson has a tutorial for, and I was so inspired by it that I made a whole drawer full of these. So you're going to see a lot of those in my journals for a while here. There's some grosgrain ribbon along the side and lace here. This has a pocket with lace and another one of these cards that's on coffee dyed paper with a burlap tag. Plenty of room to write on the back too. And of course you can write over the flower if you want or whatever, and you can even like paste your own picture over it if you don't like the pictures. Lots of little writing spaces here to write on, and some fabric ribbon here, kind of a, I guess kind of a damask kind of design. Another one of Lindsay's Nevermore things. Now this is a Dear Julie, Julie flip-flop that's made from some of the paper from the Autumn Garden Journal, but it makes a nice little booklet in there, and then this opens up like that to write on. Okay, you could also glue it like this and then you'd have an envelope if you want to do that. This you can also glue as an envelope, or you can open it up and write on it. Okay, you can write on the outside too, remember, and you can also write all around this. A little burlap with some lace, and another one of these little notebooks. And of course, you know, if you don't want to keep these in the journal, you can take them out and use them for little notes elsewhere. Another one of these, there's like 3 of these little envelopes here, and I think they have lines. Yeah, they all have lines on the inside. Okay, actually 2 on this part, and then there's another one down here. This has some more spaces to write on. This one is actually an envelope, and this one opens up. Any of the ones that open up, you can always glue closed if you want. Okay, then this little thing is just like a little tuck. It opens up like this, and you could tuck something in here or just use it as just a nice little hiding place. A bunch of little pieces of paper that you can use with some lace sewn across them and burlap. Some more little writing spaces, and a tuck here that has some satin ribbon along the edges, and a tag that I loved the green on here, so I wanted to bring that out, so I used some of my husband's yarn. He was a sweater maker. He was killed in a car accident last year. So I like to put things that he gave me into it. He had just quit knitting, actually a couple months before he died, and he had given me, you know, a bunch of his knitting stuff. There's a butterfly here and some flowers, and another tag with some fancy punch cut, you know, and it's lined on the back here. The flowers here and the butterfly are actually Tim Holtz. Okay, now this one is kind of fun because it flips. It's actually made of like 2 envelopes put together. See, and so then you can flip it that way. You just like put it all back together like this. It's kind of fun. And then this is an actual envelope. And it might also be, yes, you can put a tag or something in here if you want, or it's a great place to hide like your PIN number or some money because nobody would know that it's there. We've got a couple other little flip open envelopes here. And again, all these pages, these brown pages, are made from packing paper that I got from, like, you know, packages that were sent to me. I just saved it. This is some of Bill's yarn, my husband's yarn. And a little tag that you can write on. A lace pocket that hangs down, so you can see that from the bottom. Kind of want to put that up so it sticks out. There's a snail here. It says make a wish. And this is a belly band that goes across the center fold. There's little tears in it that I chose not to tape closed, but you could put some washi tape on it if you want. But I like those little tears because they make it look really old and well worn and stuff. So they're just little tears. They're not going to be in the way of anything. Another one of Lindsay's cards and some more. Oh, some of these paper things, like this paper here, that's from Pixel Scrapper. A lot of these papers are not from Penny's kit. And then there's also, like, I've stenciled on this here. Okay, and a burlap tag, and here's a tag of that damask fabric. Here's some more fabric that I used for, and these beautiful buttons that I got from China months ago, before the whole coronavirus thing. So you've got burlap and lace and all kinds of fun stuff, and it's just all, you know, worn and old looking. And another little writing space with a tag. So you can see, like, these tags are staggered all along, so you can find them. There's a lined page here with lace at the bottom and some fabric ribbon on the side. Another one of these little notebooks. I kind of made that a theme throughout this one. I had a lot of fun with those. I think most of these notebook things aren't made with paper from the kit, from the Autumn Garden kit. I think that they're mostly from Pixel Scrapper. This has some of that damask fabric ribbon and the lace and some more lace hanging down here. Another one of those Carol Tinson button flower things, and a note card that I think is really pretty. And then a Frankenpaper belly band that has, like, fabric and lace and paper from the kit all over it. Lots of different fibers. Here's another Rita Donnelly flip that you can also, it's a pocket, so you can put something more into it if you want. Blank pages to write on. Another Dear Julie Julie flip flap to write on. Here's a belly band, or no, it's not a belly band, it's a tuck made of lace and burlap, and it's got a little violin case picture from the kit with some sari ribbon on it. And then it flips open like this, and this is another little tuck right here, and you've got this envelope that opens up and you can write inside of that. So that's pretty cool. It's really, I mean, it, like, really flips out here. And then this envelope, this is another envelope that flips open to write on, and I used it as a tuck for this here. Actually, why don't we put this right here? There we go. Then it won't fall out quite so easily. Like I said, you can move these all over the place. You don't have to leave them where I put them. Let's see, then there's another one of these things with, like, all kinds of little tags and stuff, and there's the back part of the envelope. And here's another one of those little envelopes that I made, and a tiny tag to go inside of it here in a pocket, and some more little writing areas. Here's another envelope that you can tuck stuff into. You can write all around this, of course. And here's another one of our little tabs. And this is another flip up, flip down kind of thing. So lots of writing space. I mean, tons of writing space, you guys. Tons and tons and tons. This is an envelope. More fabric ribbon. Stenciled. Some more stenciled. I actually put ornaments here because when I was going to make it a, you know, with prompts, this was going to be like a Christmas page. So if you want to write about Christmas, you can, but they're just pretty anyway. And then there's this little tag that I think is really cute. Is that a pocket? Oh, yes, it is. It's a pocket tag. I had forgotten that I had made that a pocket. So you could put something in there. Again, a place like that is a good place to put some money. Another one of these little notepad things. And another envelope that flips up with some writing space under it and some really nice, this is very cool ribbon here. Okay, this is the other end of that lunch bag. So it's a pocket up here on the top. There's a snail with some flowers. Let's see here. Okay, and then behind it is this little pocket with, this little tag with a bird and gourds and stuff, and that paper on the back for you to write on. It's lined. It's got a little bit of lace right here that I thought looked kind of like a flower. And then another one of those buttons that I got from China. This quilt I think was from Pixabay. And there's some gingham here and some lace and burlap. And let's see here. Okay, so to see the back of this, you have to flip this like this, and then here's some lace, and you can actually put something in here. It's actually like a belly band, and then there's an envelope with another little envelope inside of it. Okay, so that's kind of fun stuff. Push that back through. Okay, and then this is another belly band that has lace on the sides and some beads all the way down the center, some pink beads, and then I've got a couple of big tags in this. This one is attached to coffee dyed paper, and this one's attached to that maroon lined paper. This has burlap, and this has sari silk on it. There we go. I like to make it so that they, stick up, so that the tabs or the ribbons hang out. Some of Bill's yarn on another notepad thing in a pocket, and then this is an envelope. I really like this. I like how this turned out with the dragonfly here, and I've got a tassel on here, and it's a side pocket. You can put quite a bit in there. I have just one thing, but you can put lots in there if you want. I didn't want to make it so full that you can't get it closed, but you can put some of your stuff and take some of my stuff out. Okay, so that's it. I have dangles to add to the sides of the pages, which will be a nice surprise for you. And I have gold and silver. I'm not sure if I'll just use gold or if I'll use gold and silver. And then I also will be adding some beads to this. I usually do 3 beads. And yeah, so that's it. So if you order this, and I'll have the link for it to my shop. If you order this, let me know in the notes if you want it to be a guided journal and you want me to put little prompts throughout, or if you want me to send you the prompts to put with it, or if you just want it the way it is. It's the same price regardless. All right, I love you all. Let's pray for each other, okay? Bye-bye.